E agora como é que eu vou ativar aquilo? Agora para primaristas, guardião cego. O que é que eu faço aqui? Mesmo disto não é questão, o sino ainda está... Oh meu Deus. Que é ali? Se eu não tenho comida. Oh meu Deus. Colher dos ladrões. Aqui são os orcs. Tens comida?
Your path leads. You enter the town. You go to the.
Não tenho comida.
You nod at. Bavrig.
Acho que vou morrer.
The familiar jetty is empty, but you can see Samuel on his boat.
So! Not at the moment, thank you. Oh, well, no.
Bem, acho que vou morrer. Mais 2 dias e acabou.
The size of the fields and the farmsteads grow as you get closer to Valenciensis, the old border city in the north. The old city wall is much too small for the size of today's settlement. Everywhere little cottages, and even the odd magnificent estate, extend beyond the wall.
The house that Henson was talking about must be somewhere on the south wall. We need the bell if we're going to open the path through the mountains.
You try to gain access to the city, but the guards on the wall are unyielding. The orc armies in the south and the movement of the Perish land has prompted the city council to lock Valenciensis up. You try not to show your disappointment, but Boindil looks at you curiously.
Is a house full of dusty books really that important, scholar? That's no place for a dwarf.
There are also books by dwarves and about dwarves in that archive. They've practically got everything that has ever been written. They've even got notes on the races of Girdlegard, singularities and oddities, by M.A. Het.
A book about dwarves? That really can't be any good at all.
You follow the street to an estate on the south wall, which is surrounded by a fence. The paved path to the door is lined with hydrangea. You knock on the door gently, and after a while it is opened by a chubby man in expensive clothes. The man gives you a fleeting glance.
We don't want to buy anything.
He intends to close the door again without waiting for your answer.
Wait, I've been told you have a rare bell? Fire Eater.
The man pauses.
Fire Eater? How?
Before he can finish what he's saying, a red-haired woman pushes past him. She is also wearing expensive clothes and is heavily made up. After she gives him a stern look, the man disappears into the house. She scrutinizes you with greenish-blue eyes.
How do you know about that, Shorty?
Que é que eu faço aqui? Fala.
A man called Henson.
Henson? The vagabond that broke into our house? Now he's sending groundlings to assassinate us and steal our belongings. What did he tell you? That we have gold, jewels?
No.
No. Henson is our adversary. We want to snatch the bell away from under his nose.
The woman's eyes pierce through you. You manage with great effort to resist her gaze.
I'd like to get that ugly thing out of the house. All right, then. I'll sell you the bell for 500 gold pieces.
Tá bem.
500 gold coins. All right, then.
The woman takes the pouch of gold from you with a broad grin and disappears through the door, which slams shut with a loud bang.
Hello?
Have you been duped? It dawns on you that you haven't yet seen the bell. The door opens again. The man of the house pushes out a wheelbarrow containing a large object inside a sack.
May Fire Eater bring you great pleasure.
The man dumps the bell on the floor with a muffled bong. He seems anything but happy that his wife has sold the bell.
E agora o que eu faço? Não tenho comida. Eu vim a caçar os ogres, mas não tenho comida. Ah, eu estou morto. Bem, acho que vou morrer. Como é que eu caço os orcs? Posso dar sem comida?
The familiar jetty is empty, but you can see Samuel on his boat.
So!
Não, não
Not
quero.
at the moment. Oh, well.
Tens comida para mim? Meu Deus.
Your path leads. You enter the. You go.
Nada de comida, ok.
You nod. Bavragor.
Droga. Anda aqui, orcs, 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 orcs. Orcs, vão ir. Orcs. Ainda aqui, quero um abraço. Isso, um abraço. Fiquem aí quietinhos.
The all too familiar stench of tallow and grease reaches your nose. You know what this means.
Não, tu ficas, vou usar este. Ok, vamos lutar.
Huh?
Bad luck for you!
At once. For Vracus!
He hardly put up
And
a
again.
fight! What is it?
Well, all right then.
Kill!
Understood.
Yes?
Yeah!
Attack!
Yeah!
Yes? Why not?
Vile creature!
Huh?
Quero recuperar, não recupera. Oh, porreiro.
All right. And what now?
What is it? Target in sight.
Who's next?
Não recupera
Yes?
vida. Recupera muito devagar.
On my
Cá
way.
estou. Vamos tacar estes.
End it!
What is it? Huzzah!
And again!
Huh? As good as done.
Yes? I'm on my way.
Vile creature!
Yeah!
For Vracus!
Too easy.
Não está 50.
End it!
Vile creature!
Que coisa é aquela?
Yes? With pleasure. And what now? Ha ha!
Não, quero este.
Huh?
Quero este. Já fostes.
What is it? How many is that now?
Uh-huh. Attack!
Welcome to the future!
End it!
A victory for technology!
Attack!
He hardly put up a fight!
Quem é esse aqui atrás de mim? Tem certeza que eles me querem atacar? Já fostes.
Welcome to the future!
Não,
What
aqui
is
tu.
it?
Tu tens de atacar este.
Oh, what bad luck for you! With pleasure.
Isto não funciona comigo.
Well,
What is it?
Yes?
Favrakus!
what is it?
O que isto faz mesmo? Assusta-os. Ok, ok.
Huzzah! Killed! Who's next? Ha ha!
Uh-huh.
E este que é fazer?
Yeah! He hardly put up another one bites the dust.
Como é que ele foi inconsciente este?
On my way!
Não posso chamá-lo para mim? O resto. E ainda faltam muitos. Onde está o resto? Está ali um.
What is it?
What is that?
All right, done. On my way! Come here, you! Huh?
Tudo aqui estás a me fazer o quê, tu? Vai embora.
Yes?
Tu ataca este.
Target in sight.
What is it?
Tu
As good as done.
atacar este.
Huh?
Yeah!
Understood.
Well,
O que é fazer?
all right then.
Por que ele está sozinho a atacar estes todos?
I'm on my way.
Vile creature!
Tu não és bom a atacar estes
All right
todos.
then. Understood.
Tu tens um arqueiro em vez de ficar de perto?
I'm on my
Perto não, de
way.
longe?
Huh? Kill!
Já está. Olha, tens ali em cima. Não é cá. Podes saltar? Não, este
What
pode
is it?
saltar.
I'm with you!
Vamos ir lá a estes. Olá! Um já está.
Come here, you!
Outro já está.
What is it? Huh? On my way! As
I'm on
good
my way.
as done!
Isto mais arqueiros?
Yes? Oh, what bad
Yes.
luck for you! End it!
Ah, que alguém escondido aqui dentro. Não consigo ver.
On my way.
Pow! Another one bites the dust!
Em cima deste.
Attack!
How many is that now?
Então. Não consigo ver.
Yeah! Who's next? And what now? Ah!
Este tem o furacão. Eu tenho de escolher o skill.
Of course!
Este que tenho de escolher a habilidade.
Huh?
Se podem usar 4 de cada vez. 3.
Say goodbye forever! Huh? Oh, what bad luck for you! He hardly put up didn't hit you very hard!
Então já era. Não só estes coitados.
Killed! And again!
Estão branco o chão, não consigo ver o que estou a fazer.
With pleasure! Vile creature!
Quem é que falta?
What is it? Out of my way! Target inside. Bad luck for you!
Yes? Understood.
Huh? On my way. And again!
Acabou?
While the others take care of their wounds, you find a brown, well cared for leather bag. You are certain the bag hadn't belonged to an orc, and inside you actually find a decorated ox skull.
This will please Henson.
With this, you are a step closer to a way through the mountains, or a huge disappointment.
Acho que é mais ao contrário. Uma grande. Ei, tenho 9 de comida. Espetáculo. Agora, como é que faço os skills? Gosto deste. É que é passivo, sempre ativo. Este, vou experimentar este. Tu. Knock knock, raramente uso este. Este não gosto. Vou usar este. Tem todos, tem tudo. O que é isto? Fiquei transformado um elfo, não me parece. Tu tinhas skills novas. Isto é bom. Isto assusta, não quero. Quero este. Se me quedou mais perto. Para a frente. Vou para a frente. Sim.
The fishing village.
Sim, pega 20 moedas.
You give Samuel.
We could have died!
Sim, sim,
I hope it
sim.
was worthwhile, Scott.
Sim.
Your part.
Não. Não tem comida.
leave them
não
in-
interessa. Acho que tenho tudo aqui agora.
The old ruins of Wackenstein appear.
Entrar no Alkenstein. Põe isto aqui.
All right.
Ali o sino.
Fits like a glove.
Agora ali as ervas.
Something's not quite right.
Que então? Não tem as ervas? Tenho que queimar isto primeiro, ok. Ok. Queimei. Então. Tocar o sino. Agora as ervas. Haha.
Loud and powerful music follows the fog and the figures, crushing over your head in roaring waves. The force of the music clouds your senses, and it seems as if the statue of the blind guardian rises from his throne. You want to draw your companion's attention to it, but then you suddenly realize that you have a tankard of ale in your hand. You instinctively try it, and are happy to note that you haven't drunk such good ale since Ogre's death. The night becomes a colourful whirl of ale, music, dance and ecstasy. You can no longer remember why you're here or who you're celebrating with. For a few hours you forget what was and what is to come. You are completely in the here and now. You wake up the next morning. You're lying on your back and staring into a sky that is much too bright. You turn onto your side with difficulty and see your companions all around you, but no one else. The remains of a wild party, campfires, tents, and ale tankards are still there, but the magic has gone. You stand up, muttering curses, and try to suppress the taste in your mouth and the pain in your head. To your great surprise, you see that the stony figure of the blind guardian has revealed a tunnel that leads into the rock of the mountain.
Oh, abriu o túnel. Não tem comida, não tem comida. Vai ser giro isto.
If we go on now, we probably can't come back. The mechanism looks like it will close the pass behind us. We should be sure that we have done all we need to.
É, eu acho que fiz tudo.
While you rest under a ledge at noon, Rodario and Fergus decide to go ice fishing, and the dwarves immediately pronounce their opposition.
Ice and water are both treacherous. They entice you to them. Before you know it, you disappear into them forever.
Like in a marriage, you mean? At first the woman entices you, but if you stay in her arms like a good boy, the good life is over all too quickly.
The good life, in which you go behind the backs of other men, get beaten up and one day die painfully of a sexually transmitted disease.
All slander, my dear.
Rodario bares his teeth for a moment and then follows Fergus to the shore.
He reminds me of a billy goat we used to have. Mounted everything that got in its way. One day he mounted a goat that was standing too close to a cliff. The two of them fell down the cliff in the best of spirits.
Ok. Não sei como é que eles estão a conseguir sem comida, mas
Your
pronto.
path leads you over a snowy, hilly plain, and as you scale a particularly steep hill, you falter. A crevasse opens out in front of you. You look around, but there isn't any point nearby where you could cross over the gap.
Descer a fenda? Descer a fenda.
You attach a
Descer.
rope to a huge rock and abseil down, one after the other. The floor of the crevasse is darker and colder than you'd expected. The sun hardly ever reaches down this deep. You light torches and look around. At some distance you notice the entrance to a cave which seems to wind upwards on the other side, but you can't be sure that this path leads out.
Caverna, é. Explora a
You are
caverna.
afraid that you might get lost in the ice cave and freeze to death in misery. But ultimately, your curiosity is rewarded. You find after an hour's search a winding passage that leads you to a large chamber. You walk ahead with your torch outstretched and see a shadow in the ice. You step backwards in shock as you realise that it's the body of a frozen human.
Muito congelado.
Something glittering in the floor grabs Goimgar's attention. An ornamented gold shield. Part of it is frozen into the ice, but it should be easy to free.
Pure gold! This thing must be worth quite a bit, though it would be completely useless in a fight.
Eu vou ajudar pelo tanto com a luz. É assim, deixar o escudo para trás. Sim,
You
o
allow
escudo.
Goimgar to free the shield from its icy prison. After you've had a look around the rest of the chamber and taken a short break, you look for a way back up to the surface. You are able to continue on your way without any further delay.
Espero que o escudo... O que é que o escudo dá? Não, escudo, escudo. Não tem batalha, mas muito valioso. Ok. Estamos a chegar! Chegamos!
You finally arrive at the entrance to a valley that curves its way towards Ironhald, the firstling stronghold.
By Vracus, we've done it!
Get
down!
Up there!
Run! I can't maintain the spell for long!
Put him on Goimgar's shield. To the gate. Quick!
Não! Perdi um.
As you approach the first gate, you see guards on the battlements. You call as you run.
By Vracus, we are dwarves of the kingdoms of the secondlings and the fourthlings. Open the gate!
Their leader gives orders that you cannot hear, but moments later, the gate opens up for you.
Report back! Man the walls and the defences!
The guards follow the orders immediately.
Who are you that lead the Alpha to our door?
How dare you speak to us like that? Dwarf who seems to have no name?
Boindale steps forward before you can stop him.
I am Boindle Doubleblade, a child of the smith of Burrowin folk. And that is my brother Boindal, who needs a healer immediately.
The commander pulls down his scarf, and his face leaves you speechless.
Only a dwarf could make such a fuss. Ballander Steelfinger. I protect the main gate of the firstlings, therefore it is my duty to regard all guests precisely before I invite them in.
But you were a woman.
You have a keen eye, Boindle Doubleblade.
The tender features and soft fluff leave no room for doubt. A female dwarf is the commander of the guard. She gives orders for the injured Boindal to be taken care of. 4 dwarves pick him up on his shield, and Boindil follows them.
Stay with your brother. I will bring the rest of you to Queen Zamtis, where you can explain what you're doing here.
Ok, chegamos. É para termos outro anão. Espero que ele volte, gostava muito dele. Era bastante útil.
Come closer, and be welcome to the kingdom of the firstlings.
I am Tungdil Goldhand of the Fourthling Kingdom.
You introduce your companions one by one, not forgetting to mention the twins and the Mager too. You then explain the reason for your visit. You report on the advance of the Perish land, the death of the Magi, and the dispute about the next High King. The dark brown eyes of the Queen fix on you for a moment before she speaks.
What you report sounds very serious, Tungdil. You can be sure of the support of the firstlings. How may we assist you?
Precisamos criar machado de fogo.
There is only one way to defeat Nodon. Keenfire. To forge it, we need the best smith your kingdom has to offer. Help us, and thus help your kingdom, my queen.
The Queen considers, then nods.
So be it. Could there ever be a better time to revive the old commonality of the kingdoms? Balandis here is not only my best warrior, she is also my best smith. She will accompany you.
Your eyes fall upon Balandis, and you notice the blood rushing to your cheeks.
I will do my best. You can trust in my axe and my hammer.
Estamos a caminho dos quintistas.
We must continue on our journey to the Fifthlings in the Grey Range.
Then I will show you the entrance to the tunnels. You will be in the Perish land within a few orbits.
You know the tunnels, but still the Firstlings live in seclusion.
Our isolation was self-imposed. My mother knew that the other kingdoms would not simply accept her as the queen. She wanted to give them time to get used to it.
Havia uma dilação.
Your Highness, in the name of the Council of the Kingdoms, I request that you send a delegation to the Blue Range to take part in the discussions. We all have a common enemy.
There has never been any enmity between my kingdom and the others. It was more neglected friendship and habit that has made us strangers to one another. As soon as you set off for the Grey Range, we will head east to see our brothers and sisters again. I will have rooms prepared for you and your companions so that you can rest. It has been some time since we have had guests, but we still know what hospitality means. Come to me when you are ready to depart.
Ei, ajudar-nos. Ok. Muito bom, muito bom, muito bom. E agora?
You guess that this water powers all the machines in the underground city, a masterpiece of engineering.
Posso falar com ela?
Hello.
What is it, Tungdil?
It would seem that a lot of important positions are occupied by female dwarves in the Firstling Kingdom.
Is it not common where you come from that men and women share the duties?
Of course. Among the humans and the secondlings, the women help out in the house so that the men have time for their duties. That's how it is written in the books, too.
Here, posts are assigned according to the skills of the applicant, not gender. It's only natural that the most important posts are occupied by women.
She winks at you and gives you a knowing glance, although the whole thing still befuddles you.
What is it like living with the firstlings? I haven't seen much yet, but many things seem to be different to life with the secondlings in Ogre's Death.
I can't make any real comparisons either. I grew up here and have never left our kingdom. I can hardly wait to see the halls of the fifthlings. They were the best smiths before we took on the mantle.
Don't expect too much. Their halls have been in the hands of the enemy for over 1,000 cycles.
I read that the orcs avoid the stronghold, as if there were a curse on it.
Even reading doesn't seem to be frowned upon among the firstlings. You feel at home here. But that isn't only down to the books.
See you later.
Oké. Ik hoor wel waar. Nothing but that.